We've also been joined online by Air Marshal retired Asim Suleiman. Thank you very much, sir, to have joined us. We'll begin with some questions regarding the Pakistan Air Force because of your, decades of experience within that category. How does the Pakistan's Air Force track record of professionalism, operational excellence contribute to national deterrence against Indian aggression? Now, in putting into perspective the Pahalgam false flag operation.
Assalamu alaikum, and thank you very much for having me on your program. Traditionally, Pakistan Air Force has had three basic tenets to support its role for the defense of Pakistan and especially against India. First is that the leadership that we have inherited a very rich legacy of having very, very able commanders, and that continues till date. Then comes the training. Training has been our hallmark, and we know that as we are less in numbers, so we have to be very well trained, and we are able to deliver whenever the time comes. And last of all, we always try and keep this thing in mind that we are outnumbered by a ratio of 1:3. That means that we have to fight outnumbered. And for that, we have to have an excellent training and integrate the technologies with our training so that we are able to produce the result that is expected out of us. So this is the basic legacy that we have, and this is the way we are trained and brought up to measure up to the task which is entrusted on us.
Asim Suleiman sahab, how critical is the current readiness of the Pakistan Air Force? We know that the GF-17 Block 3 are completely ready to thwart any aggression. We know about all the different defense capabilities that our Pakistan Air Force is now equipped with properly, the modern fleet. Under this current environment of heightened military threat from India, how do you see Pakistan's preparedness? How effective is going to be Pakistan's response in case of any untoward incident from the Indian side?
Actually, the last encounter that we had in 2019, a lot of progress has been made in Pakistan, especially in Pakistan Air Force. And the basic things that have to be kept in mind are that the warfare has totally changed, and then the technologies have advanced, and then when you train yourself with the latest technologies and the change in warfare, that is very, very important. And then the leadership that you have, like the present chief that we have, Air Chief Marshal Babar, he has given a lot of impetus to the Air Force by inducting new technologies and bringing the Air Force to a different level. And nowadays, Pakistan Air Force is put into the category of the next generation Air Force because of the technologies that we've inducted. Now, from technologies point of view, I will start off with the first shoot capability. So first shoot capability is that when you attack your enemy before they can attack you and you are shooting the missiles at them. So after 2019, in fact, at that time also we had the first shoot capability. But after that, when the Indians inducted Rafales, that is the time the Indians got the first shoot capability and we lost it for some time. Then we inducted J-10, and then on J-10 we had PL-15 missiles. This has more range than the Meteors on the Rafale aircraft. That means that we were able to snatch back the capability of shooting before the Indians could do that. In addition to this, the JF-17 that we manufacture in Pakistan, the JF-17 was also modified to carry PL-15. So this increased the number of aircraft in Pakistan Air Force inventory who were able to have the first shoot capability. So we have two aircraft which have first shoot capability over the Indians, and plus we have F-16s also which have the first shoot capability on most of the Indian Air Force Air Fleet. So that is where the Pakistan Air Force today stands, that we challenge the Indians in the air and we'll be able to shoot them down. Then the other main air defense asset which the Indians boast of is S-400. It's a missile system which is supported by very strong radars, and they claim that it is able to deter the forces who are going to attack the Indians. But when we look at the capability with the Pakistani side, we also have similar systems, and when they are two or three another system, when they are integrated with the main system, we are able to produce the same kind of a deterrence against the Indians. So in the air defense regime also, we have made a lot of progress. As I said, that the present chief had put on a lot of emphasis on the development of the Air Force and the aviation industry. Due to that, we have been able to progress very rapidly in the field of UAVs. We have loitering munitions, we have killer drones, we have drones which have the capability of mail and hail, which you can employ against the enemy, and have very positive results that you are looking for. In addition to that, we have inducted a lot of other equipment, which is a force multiplier, and they boost the main effort of your air defense, your weapons, and your aircraft. So a lot of water has passed under the bridge as far as the Air Force is concerned and its technology is concerned. And we have made a lot of progress in that. And because of this new technological changes, we needed to train our Air Force also. So a training program was devised that fulfills the requirements that are required for meeting the leading edge technologies and employing them against the enemy. So this is another main thing which has happened in the recent past, that Pakistan Air Force has been able to train itself and come up to the mark with its new technologies and new systems. So there is a lot of change in the Air Force which has taken place in the last 4 or 5 years, and we have really progressed very well. And today we challenge the Indian Air Force. And if you look at what happened recently, that the Indian tried to intrude, somewhere close to our territory and the borders, and they were unable to do that because they were deterred by a very rapid response by our J-10s. And then as a result of that, as we hear on the media, that their commander, who was looking after the operations of the Rafales, has been removed, and he has been replaced by another Air Marshal. So the progress or the readiness of the Air Force can be seen in the right perspective, and we can see that a lot of progress and lot of zeal which is amongst the air crew and the ground crew of the Air Force are there to produce and to deliver in case the Indians try to do a misadventure. And this readiness actually leaves India with no option to utilize their air medium. In case they try to do that, there is a lot of tough resistance which is going to come. And I am sure that Air Force will be able to produce similar results as they showed in 2019. Maybe much more, because today we are very well prepared. And unofficially, a lot of analysts in India say that Pakistan Air Force has been able to checkmate the Indian Air Force. And it is just because that we have inducted new technologies, modernization, first shoot capability, very good defensive system, and meeting all the requirements that are required for a modern Air Force to give a very befitting reply.
All right, Air Marshal, retired Army Suleiman Sahab, thank you so very much to have joined us to give an extensive overview of Pakistan Air Force preparedness under the current circumstances, and of course the message that is clear, that has been sent to India and the Indian Air Force as far as any misadventures that they could or eventually take. I think the response is going to be swift, the response is going to be strong, and the response is going to be much more prominent than what we saw in 2019. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you very much to have joined us Khalid Banuri Saab, security analyst. Thank you very much to have joined us Faisal Raza Khan, our colleague and senior analyst. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have been seeing, just right now you saw the Tilla field firing range, and how the Chief of the Army Staff, General Asim Munir, also visited it. We've seen the resolve of our armed forces, whether it be the Army, the Navy or the Air Force, and the people of Pakistan. We are all on one page. India needs to understand that before it takes any step that could not only destabilize the region, but more importantly, India itself. Allah Hafiz.